Welcome back to the Tech Loft Podcast, Episode 5. You know, it's always fun to sort of dive into these tech rumors.
Oh, yeah.
And lately, the whispers surrounding Valve have been particularly intriguing. We're talking hints of a potential streaming console,
Yeah.
a brand new controller design, and maybe even a wireless VR headset. And based on the articles and the forum discussions that you sent us, you're definitely as captivated by these possibilities as we are.
Yeah, what I find fascinating is that these rumors really do align with Valve's history of just pushing the boundaries. This is the company that gave us the Steam Deck, a handheld PC that really defied expectations. So it wouldn't be surprising at all to see them continue to innovate in both hardware and software.
Absolutely. And speaking of pushing boundaries, let's start with the rumor that's really got people buzzing. This potential shooting console, codenamed Fremont. You flagged a few interesting forum posts about this, particularly this speculation stemming from clues found in the latest SteamOS kernel.
Right, and it's those clues that are particularly telling. The fact that Fremont is described as having hardware similar to Chrome OS devices suggests it could be a Linux-based streaming box, similar to an NVIDIA Shield. And if that's the case, it opens up some very interesting possibilities for how PC gamers could access their libraries.
Especially if it utilizes that AMD 8540U chip, as some of the code suggests.
Yeah.
That would be a significant leap in power compared to something like the Steam Deck. We could be talking about streaming demanding AAA titles with impressive visual fidelity. So now imagine seamlessly switching from playing on your Steam Deck to kicking back on the couch and continue your game on the big screen via Fremont.
And that interconnectedness is a key point. If you look at Valve's recent moves, there's a clear emphasis on creating a unified ecosystem where your games can be accessed anywhere, anytime. The Steam Deck was a huge step in that direction, and Fremont, if it's real, could be the next piece of the puzzle.
It makes you wonder if there's a bigger strategy at play here. We're also seeing rumors about Deckard, a potential wireless VR headset, and IBEX, a new controller that might feature a revamped approach to trackpad controls. Could all of these be interconnected somehow?
It's certainly possible. Imagine a scenario where you're playing a game on your PC, then seamlessly transition to playing it on your TV with Fremont. And finally, immerse yourself completely in a VR environment using Deckard and IBEX, all within the same ecosystem. That's a powerful vision for the future of gaming.
Speaking of powerful visions, let's delve into the Deckard rumors a bit further. You mentioned being particularly intrigued by the potential for a wireless VR headset from Valve, and it's easy to see why. The freedom of movement without being tethered to a PC would be a game changer.
Especially if the rumors about a dedicated Steam VR box turn out to be true. That would mean Deckard could potentially function as a standalone VR headset, capable of running experiences without relying on a connected PC. It would be a direct competitor to the Meta Quest 3, which has been making waves with its standalone capabilities.
But wouldn't that be a departure from Valve's focus on PC gaming? I mean, they've built their empire on the back of Steam, a platform deeply rooted in the PC ecosystem.
It would be a bold move, that's for sure. But consider this. The lines between traditional gaming platforms are already starting to blur. The Steam Deck proved that PC gaming can go mobile. And if Deckard does embrace standalone VR, it could be a sign that Valve is willing to adapt and evolve to reach a wider audience.
And perhaps they're looking to leverage their existing strengths. Think about the Proton compatibility layer, which has made incredible strides in bringing Windows games to Linux. Could a similar approach be used to bridge the gap between PC VR and ARM-based platforms like the Quest?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. If Valve could create a translation layer that allows PC VR games to run smoothly on ARM architecture, it would give them a significant edge in the standalone VR market. Imagine having access to a vast library of PC VR titles on a wireless, untethered headset.
It's certainly a tantalizing prospect. But before we get too carried away with speculation, let's take a quick break to remind everyone.
To visit thetechloft.com, you'll find even more in-depth coverage of these rumors, as well as news, reviews, and a fantastic community forum where you can share your thoughts and join the conversation.
It's the perfect place to geek out and stay informed about all things tech. Now back to the world of Valve rumors and the potential revolution they could bring to gaming.
One thing that really stands out to me about these Valve rumors is how much they could change the gaming industry.
Oh, yeah.
Well, think about how gaming is now. We have consoles battling it out for market share, standalone VR headsets becoming more popular, and PC gaming holding strong with its dedicated audience. Valve seems to be aiming to bridge all of those gaps, creating one ecosystem where the lines become blurred.
It's like they're saying, why choose? You can have the power and flexibility of PC gaming, the convenience of console-style streaming, and the immersive experience of VR. all within a single ecosystem.
Exactly. And if they can successfully pull that off, it could have a major impact on how other companies approach their gaming platforms. Like imagine Microsoft and Sony seeing that and then trying to create similarly integrated ecosystems. It could lead to a whole new era of competition and innovation.
Yeah, it'd be fascinating to see how it all plays out. But
Yeah.
let's not forget about the elephant in the room, IBEX, the rumored new controller. You were particularly interested in how Valve might be iterating on their trackpad technology, and I have to admit, I'm curious as well.
Yeah, the original Steam controller, as innovative as it was definitely divisive. Some people loved the precision and customization options of the trackpads, but others found them awkward and just not intuitive. So if this IBEX is real, it suggests that Valve thinks there's still untapped potential in that control scheme.
Perhaps they found a way to refine the design, make it more ergonomic and user-friendly, while still retaining the benefits of trackpad controls. And it's worth noting that rumors suggest IBEX might be designed for both traditional gaming and VR, further hinting at that interconnected ecosystem we were discussing earlier.
Right. Imagine a controller that seamlessly adapts to different playstyles and platforms. So you could be navigating menus on your Fremont streaming box, aiming precisely in a first-person shooter on your PC, and then using intuitive hand gestures in a VR environment, all with the same controller.
That level of versatility would be incredibly impressive. But to actually make that work, that would require a significant amount of engineering. Like how do they address issues like latency, input lag, and haptic feedback, all of which are crucial for a satisfying gaming experience across different platforms.
Absolutely. And don't forget about the software optimization. Valve would need to make sure that games are designed to really take advantage of IBEX's unique capabilities. It wouldn't be enough to simply port existing games. They would need to be tailored to work seamlessly with the new controller.
It's a tall order. But if any company has the resources and the ambition to pull it off, it's Valve. They've consistently demonstrated a commitment to innovation, even if it means taking risks and challenging conventional wisdom.
And that's what makes these rumors so exciting. They represent a potential paradigm shift in how we think about gaming platforms and experiences. It's not just about incremental upgrades, it's about fundamentally reimagining what's possible.
It's about breaking down the walls between different ways of playing, offering gamers more choice and flexibility than ever before. But it also raises some interesting questions. For example, how would Fremont, as a streaming device, handle latency and input lag, which are critical factors for a smooth gaming experience?
That's a crucial consideration, especially for fast-paced games where split-second reactions are essential. Valve would need to make absolutely sure that their streaming technology is robust enough to deliver a consistently responsive experience. They've already made progress in this area with the Steam Link app, but a dedicated streaming console would likely require even more advanced solutions.
Okay, and how would Deckard compete with the already established standalone VR market dominated by Meta? The Quest 3 is a powerful and compelling device with a growing library of games. Can Valve really offer something truly unique and compelling to entice gamers to switch platforms?
That's the big question. It's possible that Valve is banking on their reputation for high-quality hardware and software, coupled with the potential for a wider selection of PC VR games through a translation layer. They could also differentiate themselves by focusing on specific niches within the VR market, like high-fidelity simulations or competitive esports experiences.
It's all speculation at this point. But the possibilities are definitely intriguing. And it's worth remembering that Valve has a history of surprising the gaming world with unexpected innovations. The Steam Deck kind of caught a lot of people off guard. And Fremont, Deckard, and IBEX could represent a similarly ambitious leap forward.
Speaking of leaps forward, what does all this mean for gamers?
Right.
What's exciting about these potential developments from a player's perspective?
Well, for starters, it's about choice and freedom. Imagine a world where you can choose the best platform for your needs at any given moment. So you want to play a quick game on the go, grab your Steam Deck, feeling like relaxing on the couch with a big screen experience. Fire up Fremont. Ready to lose yourself in a fully immersive world? Strap on Deckard.
It's about removing the barriers between different ways of playing, creating a truly unified gaming experience that adapts to your preferences. And with Valve's focus on backwards compatibility, you wouldn't have to abandon your existing library of games. You could bring your entire Steam collection along for the ride.
It's almost like they're building a personalized gaming universe, tailored to your individual needs and desires. And with their open approach to platform development, they could potentially foster a thriving community of developers and modders. further expanding the possibilities.
It's a vision that has the potential to revolutionize how we interact with games, each other, and the very concept of digital entertainment. But as with any revolutionary idea, there are bound to be challenges and uncertainties along the way.
Absolutely. Technical hurdles, market competition, and evolving consumer expectations will all play a role in shaping the future of this potential ecosystem. It's a journey filled with unknowns, but it's one that's definitely worth watching closely.
And to stay up to date on all the twists and turns, be sure to visit thetechloft.com. We'll be covering all the latest developments, analyzing the rumors, and providing insightful commentary on what it all means for the future of gaming.
It's your one-stop shop for everything tech-related, from breaking news to in-depth analysis and lively community discussions. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the potential impact these developments could have on the gaming industry as a whole.
One of the most intriguing aspects of these rumors is how they could change the balance of power in the gaming world. For years, we've seen console manufacturers like Sony and Microsoft battling for the top spot, with PC gaming often viewed as separate and like a niche market.
Right.
But if Valve can pull this off and create a truly seamless and powerful ecosystem that encompasses PC gaming, streaming, and VR, it could potentially change all of that.
Imagine if a bunch of gamers decided to invest in Valve's ecosystem instead of traditional consoles. That would have a huge impact on the industry, and could even force console makers to change their strategies, maybe leading to a more competitive and innovative market.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see how companies like Sony and Microsoft would respond to such a challenge. Will they try to create their own integrated ecosystems? Or will they just keep doing what they're doing?
It's hard to say for sure, but one thing is certain. They wouldn't be able to ignore a huge shift in consumer behavior towards a platform that offers a compelling alternative to traditional consoles.
And it's not just console makers who would need to pay attention. Standalone VR headset manufacturers like Meta would also face new competition. From a company known for its commitment to high-quality hardware and a vast library of PC VR games.
Right. The VR market is still relatively new, and it's changing fast. So the arrival of a major player like Valve could shake things up considerably. It could lead to a wider range of VR experiences, lower prices, and faster innovation as companies compete to offer the best possible experiences to gamers.
It's an exciting time to be following the gaming industry. We're at a turning point, and Valve's rumored hardware ventures could really change things.
But beyond the potential for disruption and industry shakeups, it's important to remember what truly matters: the gaming experience itself.
Absolutely. Ultimately, it's about the games we play, the stories they tell, the worlds they create, and the connections we forge through those shared experiences.
And that's where Valve's potential ecosystem could really shine, by removing the barriers between different platforms and offering a wider range of gaming options. It could empower developers to create even more innovative and immersive experiences. Experiences that push the boundaries of what's possible in interactive entertainment.
It could also foster a more vibrant and interconnected gaming community, where players from different platforms can connect and share their passion for games without limitations.
It's a vision that celebrates the power of gaming to bring people together, regardless of their preferred platform or play style.
And in a world that often feels increasingly divided, that's a message worth embracing.
And it really does. It speaks to what makes gaming so special. It's not just about the technology. It's about the shared experiences, the friendships that we form, and the memories that we make.
Yeah, it's about that feeling of accomplishment when you finally beat a tough boss, or the laughter you share with friends during a crazy multiplayer match, and the feeling of wonder when you explore a beautiful virtual world.
Right. And as technology gets better, those experiences will only become richer and even more immersive. I mean, just imagine the possibilities of VR, augmented reality, and mixed reality, all seamlessly blended into a single gaming ecosystem.
It's a future where the lines between the physical and digital worlds start to disappear, where games can become more than just entertainment, that we could be used for education, social interaction, and even personal growth.
Yeah. A future where the limitations of reality fade away, replaced by endless possibilities and creative potential.
But even as we look ahead to those possibilities, it's important to remember the amazing games we have right now.
Absolutely.
There's so much out there already, across every platform.
It really is.
From huge open-world adventures to smaller indie stories, from intense action games to mind-bending puzzle games.
Right.
There's really something for everyone, no matter what you like, your skill level, or your preferred platform.
So true. So while we wait to see what Valve does next, let's not forget to enjoy the games that are already out there.
Yeah. And as we wrap up this episode, we want to leave you with a question.
Okay.
Given all the potential changes we talked about, what are you most excited about when it comes to the future of gaming?
Yeah. What are you hoping for?
What role do you think technology will play in shaping the future of games?
We'd love to hear from you. Head over to thetechloft.com and share your thoughts in the comments.
While you're there, check out our other content, like in-depth articles, reviews, and our community forum. You can connect with other tech fans.
It's the perfect place to stay informed and chat about tech.
And if you like this episode, subscribe to the Tech Loft Podcast on Spotify or YouTube. That way you won't miss any of our future episodes.
We've got some great ones coming up on everything from artificial intelligence to the metaverse and more.
We love exploring tech and sharing our insights with you, so come along with us. And let's uncover the secrets of the tech world together.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Loft Podcast.
We'll see you in the next episode.